So we finally arrived at this moment. The arc I have been waiting for ever since I actually started Black Clover on this channel. We finally get the first episode of the witch arc for Black Clover. Out of all the arcs so far currently in the manga to now, like in the show, you guys get my point. This is my favorite one by far. There are still some good ones that are not yet animated, but now we're finally here, ladies and gentlemen. I am truly excited. I think they did a great job in this episode, and let's talk all about this and see what's going to happen for Black Clover. So today we're on episode 57, which is called Infiltration. We get introduced into the witch's forest right here. This is going to be the setting of what is going to be happening in this arc, and we get a lot of character development, where the story is going to be taking place, and etc. like that. So let's jump right into Vanessa's character. So we get a lot of background from Vanessa. This has always been a thing for Black Clover, that every single arc that we get in Black Clover will always focus on one individual and their character development. And for the witch arc right here, it's Vanessa's character development. So she goes to the witch's forest, which by the way, she grew up here. This is her home turf. She went here for a specific reason, to heal Asta's arm. She knows that the queen of the witches has the ability to heal Asta's arms. You know, we've even seen it from the doctor that it is physically impossible for Asta to heal his arms back up and for him to become a magic knight. But the queen is much stronger than that. The queen is someone that is to be feared. She is someone that even the Diamond Kingdom won't even go near because of her power. So Vanessa tries to reason with her in this episode, which by the way, we see her animation, we see her now animated in Black Clover. The voice actor, I just want to say, does a really good job with her character. You know, when she has those anger moments going towards Vanessa, or she just kind of like, even just like gloomy, you can even tell that no emotion from the queen, just a voice actor from her. I just say props to that. It did really good. I was kind of worried going into this because the Queen of the Witches is definitely a love-hate character. I feel like in this, a lot of people are going to hate her. I won't talk more due to spoilers throughout going more of the witch arc here in Black Clover. But as of now, you could definitely say that she is a dick. Like, she just talking crap to Vanessa. Which, by the way, we get a little bit of confirmation about the witches, you know, kind of force and their setting and everything like that. Because we've seen a couple episodes back that Finn and Noelle went to go get help from Fanzel and Code and from Mariella to see if there's like kind of any sources or any rumors around that there's like a doctor or a certain person that has strong magical abilities that could heal Asta. But Code knows one reason, which of course is the Queen Witch, just like what Vanessa was thinking. But the witch's force is really strict. This is kind of a hidden place when you look at it, but it's also a really feared place. This kind of witch force is overrun by women. You know, it's all women, no men are allowed, and it's a really strict place throughout this reason, because there's kind of like a censor around this. If you have magical powers, if you're not even using magic whatsoever, if you get close to this place, you could be put under arrest, and you could even turn into, like, say for example, if a guy goes in there like Finn, you could turn into like a frog or a caterpillar, like, because they're witches, they have strong magical powers, and you could instantly die here just for stepping foot into this place. It's a really strict society, and we know from these backgrounds for Vanessa and Code that they are witches and that they escaped this place. But the thing about the witch's force is that if you escape this place, you become fugitives. If a witch or the queen ever finds out that you're kind of alive and you're near the witch's force, you could possibly even be killed. And you can even see Code terrified talking to Finn and Noelle in this episode that, you know, she is the strongest person, you know, she is someone to be feared and not to go near. And, you know, Code's lucky to have Fanzel in her life, because if not, she would be lonely and she'd be scared just from, you know, trying to hide from witches and for her not to be caught. So we get that right there, but it's also them trying to help out Noelle and Finn as well, because they all owe Asta a great favor. You know, Fanzel is, you know, kind of the teacher of Asta. You know, he wants him to succeed, wants him to become a wizard king, so he puts his life on the line to go go and help Asta out to go to this place. Same with Code and Marla as well. We know from Asta's character that every single person, if it's bad or good, he'll always warm their hearts and they want Asta to succeed. That's kind of like Black Clover. You could say it as a Naruto reference, yada 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 right there. But either way, we go into the setting of it, and I just want to say it is beautiful. I love the animation with it. I thought they did such a good job on it, and it kind of sets a tone that this place is terrifying at all. Like, this place is a scary place. And we see when they go into this, kind of presence, that Code uses these kind of cloaks that hides, their identity and hides their magic powers at all. Because like I said in this review, that even if they step foot, like even if they're not even in it, the Queen of the Witches will notice them and that they could even be killed. So that they use these kind of robes to sneak into Witch's forest, find the Queen, find Vanessa, try to reason with her so that Asta could all be healed up. We always have the comedy as well in Black Clover, even though that this is kind of a serious setting when you look at it throughout of this episode. You always gotta love the comedy in here, and I kind of did in this episode. When they're going in the cloaks, Fanzel gets the cloak tied right behind him, and now they're on the run from these golem security guards. Finn's going around trying to give his number to the witches, which I always thought it's hilarious. That's Finn's character. Everyone always enjoys that. But then we reach the final part of this episode, which of course is them seeing Vanessa literally destroyed by the Queen of the Witches, which, by the way, animation for her still looks fantastic. And we see her personality in this character as well, that she is the queen, and she kind of has that tone that even though that she has like all these daughters, like she calls them all her siblings in this place. If you discipline the Queen of the Witches, you will be harmed. As we can see in this episode what she did to Vanessa right here, and of course Asta, being the guy who he is with no magic whatsoever and not even functioning with his arms at all, is trying to help Vanessa out but doesn't really succeed. And she even has such a great of a power as well that she has this crystal globe. She could sense the future, and she could even tell from them that they're all going to be destroyed from her. But at the exact same time, we see that the Eye of the Midnight Sun is coming to attack. We can see in this episode that the Eye of the Midnight Sun is even attacking the witches' force. Of course, we see Fauna, her character in all this. We know that she really wants revenge on the Black Bulls for one hurting Light, and the other one for taking Vito's life. So she's coming for revenge to attack the Black Bulls, and it cuts off the episode right there. I thought it was really interesting. There were some parts though where the animation was a little bit sloppy throughout all of this, but I believe that this episode, guys, was great. I think it's a nice tone of what Black Clover is going to go through. And just from seeing from this arc right now, guys, I think it's the best arc personally, because we still have yet to see the action, which the action I'm pretty sure everyone is looking forward to. It has the emotions, it has the drama. It's going to be such a good arc. I feel like you guys are all going to enjoy it. And right now, smooth sailing. I think they're going down a great road. Fix up the animation just a little bit, but either way, everyone, that was episode 57 of Black Clover. With my rating, I'm going to give this episode, guys, an 8 out of 10. I thought it was great. The actress that played the Queen of the Witches, I give you mad props. The setting of it, where it's going to go, of course, that's always a big thing. The character development, we're going to see definitely more with Vanessa in this series. But I hope you guys all enjoyed my review here today. Of course, make sure to leave a like, comment down below. Anime only, so what are you guys going to think is going to happen in this arc? Are we going to see potential death? Are we going to probably see some more action? Who knows? And also, guys, subscribe to the channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys next week for another episode of Black Clover. And get ready, everyone, because this is just the beginning. Either way, everyone, have a good one, and we'll see you in the next one.